Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I guess my message today is, you get a lot of questions about people wanting to know, why does anxiety happen to me? Why do panic attacks happen to me? Why do I feel depressed? Why do I feel this way? Well, I want you to think about it this way. First off, why can't we look at it as maybe an alert system, maybe an alarm? You know what I mean? That it's trying to tell you that something needs to change in your life. A lot of the times, people are so worried that they're never going to get over their anxiety, they're never going to get over their depression, and so forth. So, in order for you to go from one place to the next, what needs to happen? Obviously, change 100% of the time. Change is a big thing. A lot of people fear change. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, anxiety, panic, depression, the whole nine. It's an alert system. It's alarming you to something that is, obviously bothering you. I mean, sure, you get anxious in traffic, you get anxious in social situations. Sure, there's the immediate thing that would show you that, yeah, there's something wrong with me, or, there's something that's bothering me. But what's the deeper thing? Like, if you think of the anxiety as an alert system, it's telling you that it's time for a change. Something in your life needs to change, and you need to change it today. Obviously, the symptoms come on so hard and so strong. And for what reason? Because a change is in order. Change is what is needed. I mean, I don't know if you're upset in your relationship, in your job, and, maybe you're upset about your weight. You're upset about your eating habits, that you smoke too much, that you don't study hard enough, that you procrastinate, that you're not a good enough mother, father, daughter, whatever. But ultimately, in order to get out of this funk, I mean, obviously you need to, make a change. And with change comes actions. And that's the thing, that's always the hardest part, is to take that first action step. And I mean, you can get all the CD programs in the world, all the books, all the literature, all the documentaries, all the TV shows, all the things that teach you different things. And then you can get all geeked and excited and all up in arms, and, oh, I'm going to change this and I'm going to do this. I mean, haven't you ever done that? I mean, isn't that true that you watch a program and you're inspired? You're inspired to do something different with your life, and you're like, I want to be like that guy or that lady or this person. They're doing something that you want to do. And, you know, I mean, boyfriend and girlfriend situation, you sit down, you watch a mushy chick flick or whatnot. And that girl is thinking to herself, oh, I really wish I had a boyfriend that way. Well, she could. All she needs to do is not settle. The dude is thinking to himself, wow, I'd really like to be like that guy, or can I compete with that guy? Sure, you absolutely could, but it takes an action. Why are we waiting around and, hoping for, magic fairy to dab you on the head, and then all of a sudden you're going to be this perfect person? I mean, I'm not saying like try to go out and try to accomplish perfection, which is impossible. But at the same time, why not, you know, take this literature, take that documentary, take the CD set, and take what you learn and put it into action. You know what I mean? Like, write the things down and make an action plan for yourself. You know, I'd like to love to talk about this more, but if you're not writing these things down, and you're not making a plan, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm just going to make a mental note. I mean, obviously, you're going to end up in the same exact position that you are now. I mean, maybe there's 1% of people in the world that can do that. But otherwise, you're going to need an action plan. And why not start today? You know what I mean? There's tons of things that you'd probably love to change about yourself. Like, there isn't one person in this world that can say to themselves, I'm 100% happy with every aspect of my life. You know, maybe you'd like to lose that last 5 pounds. You know, maybe you would like to ace your next test. Maybe you want to spend more time with your kids. Whatever that goal is, whether it's, this big or this big, that's irrelevant, you know. But, why not start today and start writing down the things that are bothering you the most? Figure out what this alert system, what the anxiety symptoms, the panic systems are trying to tell you, symptoms are trying to tell you. Why not try to figure them out instead of being so afraid and being consumed in your fear? I mean, easier said than done, sure, But at the same time, like, if you don't, like, where are you going to be in 5 years? This is something that I often I talk with myself about, is if I don't make a change, then where am I going to be in 5 years? Like, just try to imagine yourself in 5 years from now. If you're still feeling the exact same way that you are right now, I mean, imagine the impact that's going to have on your body, emotionally, physically, and the like. So I guess I challenge you. I challenge you right now. Like, brainstorm some of the things in your life that you would love to change, and it doesn't matter how minute it is. I mean, anything. Write down something, and then try to attribute it to why you're feeling the way that you are, and then try to think of the first action that you would need to take in order to move forward. I mean, maybe you have to go buy a book, or you know what I mean, or yeah, of some sort, something that'll help you learn to do better in this situation that you're so upset about. And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can get out here and be like, oh yeah, yeah, anxiety is happening to me, but it's telling you to change something about your damn life. And if you're going to sit there and just take it, then you can't sit and feel sorry for yourself, because you're making the choice. You're taking an action that way. The action that you're taking is sitting there and taking it and not changing. Why not flip the script, start doing things that are going to proactively get you out of this situation? Why sit there like this anymore? I mean, I've gotten to the point where I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? I have more good days than bad now. But when I start to have a bad day, or I have bad thoughts or anything along those lines, I immediately, my brain, it's like a supercomputer. If you ask it questions, it's going to give you answers. So ask yourself, what can I do to change this? If you're like, I feel bad, what can I do to change it? That's not going to work. You need to know why you feel bad. And like I said, you're going to have to document. Get a journal. Like I said, journaling is so key. It's so key and can help you in so many different ways, because I mean, sometimes just being able to be, lost in your own thoughts and writing down your own stuff, like, by yourself, without any kind of outside influence or any kind of negative energy coming at you or whatever. I mean, why can't you just figure those things out by journaling them out, and then you can break them down farther, and then start taking positive steps to bettering yourself, or bettering the situation that you're talking about. Like I said, I challenge you to do that, because you have to remember, you know, taking that first action, it may seem scary or fearful. You might be fearful of it. It's scary. Oh, it's so hard. What's the first step? Well, the first step that you're already taking right now is sitting there and still dealing with all this shit every day. You're dealing with it. You're choosing to deal with it. If you're worried about having a heart attack, but yet you're smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, you're drinking 4 Cokes, you're eating terribly, and you're not exercising, you're watching 4 and 5 hours of TV, you've already taken the first action step in the wrong direction. So why not cut down on the cigarettes? Is it easy? No. But is it something that you need to do? I mean, if you're telling me you can't do it, then that's obviously the first thing. If you're saying that you can't do it, that's obviously the first thing you should be working on, because there shouldn't be anything in this world that you cannot do. I mean, if you're a man, you cannot bore a child. I get that. Otherwise, if you put in the effort, if you take action steps, you can do anything that you want. So don't make the action sitting there and letting yourself get worse. Start taking action to get better. Do it today. Seriously, that's really all I need to. That's all I really wanted to tell you guys today. Is take an action, just one in the right direction. Start getting some momentum behind you, and see what you can do with that. You know what I mean? Start tonight. It's still early. You guys can do it. All right, you guys have a good night.